what do you say to the old school haters, right? It was not me and I, to the haters that say these young people, they don't want to work, they don't want to do nothing. They just want microwave society. They just want everything to come to them.
I would say there are, first of all, that's wrong because that's not all of us.
That's right.
And a majority of us are doing the work
That's right.
and we're
That's right.
continuing the work that was done or, not finished or need to be added on to
That's
before. And yeah, like, no, we're not just sitting down doing nothing. That may be what they show on TV
that's
or,
right.
through the media, but the people I know, and the connections I have, the people I've came across, we out here working and putting in time and
Yeah.
effort to make, our communities a safer and better place for us and for the future. So, um, to start off, I would definitely say, we are able to do the things that we do today because of the people who came before us. So all that work that was put in, that's what we're learning from, and that's kind of like the fruit of the labor that happened, back then. And so now we have the freedom to do, to have more options of things we want to do. Like we have the option of not, going to college because they fought for us to be able to do so, to be able to say like, okay, maybe college isn't for me, I'm gonna go a different route. So I definitely do think that's where that came from. And also because we have that grace, I should probably say, or that privilege, because we have that privilege, we're able to exercise more of our passions and really sit down and think with ourselves, okay, what do I want to do, what is really for me, instead of, because I know for some people, college is not the place for them. Unfortunately, like, the main path back then was, okay, you go to college, do this. But I really like the fact that, people now still have the opportunity to, say college isn't for them or say grad school isn't for them or whatever, but still be successful and still be something and still be able to create a life for themselves and their family based on that. So yeah, definitely, we're able to do this because of the people who walked and ran before us. And now I think one thing we would say about this generation and how, like, just how you explain like the different paths now compared to back then. Like I said, we're gonna exercise our freedom and we're gonna do what we want. And some people are slackers, you can be the type of person who wants to stay at home all day. But when we say do what we want, like for the motivators and the go-getters out here, we don't mean like,
That's right.
okay, like you'll be okay if you just sit on the couch. No, we mean you
Mhm.
can do what you want in whatever field you want. Like you can go to
There is
college, you
no
can.
ceiling. The glass ceiling has been removed and broken.
Exactly. Exactly. We're still working on things,
Mhm.
but the glass ceiling isn't as thick as it was per
Mhm,
se. And
mhm.
so yeah, and so like you can go to college, you can go travel, you can do personal projects and get the word out about them and maybe, get discovered by someone. You can be an artist, whether that be musical, through paint, through photography. Like there's so many options, and we've seen even like our parents, like not the generation too far from us, be successful in those industries. And yeah, just following, those footsteps and not making the mistakes, learning from the mistakes that the previous generation made and moving forward and learning from that. So yeah, that's all of that in one, if that makes sense. But
Yeah, no,
It
nonetheless,
does.
yeah.
it does.
And
It
the
does make
reason
sense.
why I say the glass ceiling has been broken and removed, because honestly, Jada, as Brother Sosa was touching on earlier, I'm a 5%. I'm from the era of the nation of Gaza Earths and the movement of the nation of Islam. So the
Mm-hmm.
70s babies and the 80s babies. And we've realized as we got older that that glass ceiling is not real. It's really not. It's
Mm,
really not a glass ceiling. we were told that it was the glass ceiling, so we pictured
Mm,
it being the glass ceiling. And I'm here to let you know, Jada, y'all can do whatever y'all want. Y'all showing and proving.
yeah.
And guess what? That glass ceiling is broken. It's been
Yes, I
removed,
like that.
and the
Yes, I
sky is
like
the
that.
limit. Y'all could do whatever y'all want. And for people like me, I'm 47 years old. I learn from the young people. As y'all say, jacking styles. I'll be jacking the young people's styles these days because I see the way y'all move around and y'all trade it the time for the currency, and realizing that the time is the most valuable asset that you have,
Hmm.
and at the end of it, the money will come. So I certainly commend you for being a young lady, a young black lady, standing on the shoulders of some giants of Latino women, of black women, and women as a whole, but
Yeah.
specifically the black and Latino women, that are your ancestors. At this point, Jada, what we normally do, and we normally do a top five. And the top five
Mm.
is based off of a category. So the category can
Oh.
be, vacation destinations, your favorite restaurants, your favorite movies. It can be hip hop, which is, the most favorite, or it could be like your top five rappers. But you pick the category, you pick
R&B,
the top
whatever.
five in that category,
Right.
if you would.
I think I got five movies. Um,
Movies. Okay.
yeah. Okay,
Movies,
top
All
okay.
right.
five. Top five. I'm not gonna give an order because
I'm probably gonna know half of them. But go
yeah, no, no. So my
ahead.
top five, my guilty pleasure is definitely white chicks. Like I'm not even gonna
Okay,
explain.
white chicks.
I'm gonna just say that.
I like white chicks.
My
Uh-huh.
second one is Hunger Games. Love
Hunger
that
Games.
movie
Okay. All right.
down. My third one is a childhood favorite. It's called Aquamarine. I ran that movie into the ground, and I will watch it again today. My fourth one is If Bill Street Could Talk. It recently came out a few years ago. I think it's still on Hulu. I recommend to watch it. It's a beautiful movie. The plot is great.
Oh,
It's realistic. Yeah, it's great. It's called If Bill Street Could Talk.
if Bill Street could talk. Okay.
Hmm.
Oh,
And
it's a nice
then
title.
my say that again.
It's a nice title.
Yeah, yeah, it's a beautiful movie. And then my fifth one, um, dang, a movie. I'm not gonna say a movie. I'm just gonna say a show that I really like to watch all the
Okay.
time.
You breaking
And
set the
because
whole
we're gonna
rules.
right, we're
My
gonna
name
be we're gonna
Jada
be
Day. You heard that name. It's $1 million name right there.
yes, I can't we're gonna be sitting here all day if I try to figure out another movie, but definitely Grey's Anatomy, that's my show. I love
Grey's
it.
Anatomy? What?
I'm an advocate for it all the time. I always tell people watch it. It doesn't matter how many seasons it is, just watch it, just get
Let's
through it.
watch it.
And
Hey
so
man,
yeah,
mine's
those are
is
my top five.
NCIS New Orleans. So we all got that one
Mm,
sitcom that you can binge
hmm.
watch for like a whole week.
Yes, for real. But yeah, that's my top five. I like that one.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a great top five. Yes, yes, that's a great top five. So
That's a great
for
top
all
five.
the listeners of the Entrepreneur Chamber podcast, there you have it. Miss Jada Day, to break the ice a little bit, gave us her top five
That's right.
movies and
Right.
then slid in a sitcom or two there on us.
Right.
So
Wait.
to help
And what was your favorite out of
personalize
the
it.
Hunger Games one? What was your, because there's three of them, right? What was your favorite out of that one?
Yeah. Um, dang.
The first, second, or third one? I know which one I like the best.
I would say, because the third one was split into two.
Yeah, the third one.
Um,
Right.
dang. I would say, dang. I'm split between one and two, but I'm gonna just go with one because
Well, hey, you do what you want, Jada. So make them
yeah,
both then, one
Right.
and
I was
two.
gonna say two. I say two. Right. Right. Two was like my favorite joint.
two was really good, but I think
One
I'll
was
go
good, the
with
original
one.
joint. Yep. Yep.
But two, they really twisted it on us. So they did a great job with that. Like I said, the whole thing is my favorite. So
And you know
I
what, Jada?
recommend.
We're gonna break tradition again with you. We usually, start doing our closing at the end of the top five. I ask you a question. I'm asking you one more. What do you say to the old school haters, right? It was not me and I, to the haters that say these young people, they don't want to work, they don't want to do nothing. They just want microwave society. They just want everything to come to them.
I would say there are, first of all, that's wrong because that's not all of us.
That's right.
And a majority of us are doing the
That's
work
right.
and we're
That's right.
continuing the work
Right.
that was done or, not finished or need to be added on to
That's right.
before. And yeah, like, no, we're not just sitting down doing nothing. That may be what they show on TV
That's
or,
right.
through the media, but the people I know, and the connections I have, the people I've came across, we out here working and putting in time and
Yeah.
effort to make, our communities a safer and better place for us and for the future. So yeah.
You
Well,
know, Jada, I think it's always been like that. And, the bias in the
right.
media will only show you the other side. It won't
Yeah.
show you
Mm-hmm.
the doers.
Yeah.
Like, so you think of a movie like Hidden Figures
Yeah.
comes out 50 years later, like, wow, they were doing that back then. Like
Yeah.
they were
Mm-hmm.
moving and shaking the whole group of women doing things back then. But
Exactly.
that's not going to get the limelight. So I think that was a great answer that you gave.
And
And before we do get up out of here, Jada, why don't you just take the last few moments and just talk about some of the beauty products, the Black beauty products that you do
Mm-hmm.
currently have, and
Mm-hmm.
how can our listening audience and members of the Entrepreneur Chamber, how can they browse and purchase your beauty products, like through your website or is it on Amazon? Let the people
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah, so I have a plethora of things. I have, things for your edges. I have things for your wash and go. I have things for your wigs, things for your braids, like braiding hair, hair charms. I have wig glue, edge control, edge brushes, bobby pins, all that kind of stuff, Like I said, I don't have everything that you may find in the beauty supply warehouses, but I try to have the essentials and the common household items.
yeah.
So, when you're at college, you can come and get,
Survivor kit.
exactly. And so yeah, with those, like I said, I also have the beauty boxes, which are pre-made beauty boxes catered towards the style.
Dope.
I
Right
saw that on
now,
the website, the
That is
beauty
nice. I looked at
boxes.
them.
I
yes.
saw
They're
that on the
nice. They're very
website.
nice.
Yeah.
I like them.
Yes. At the moment, like I said, I'm going through a rebrand. So I want to be more intentional about one of the boxes.
Mhm.
When my rebrand launches, I'll be announcing that. So not too much, but follow on Instagram. You can get more information
Follow on
about that.
Instagram, everybody.
Yes, that's it's at Black Beauty Near You. So it's the whole name, no underscore, no periods. And yeah, but as of right now, while everything is still available, I sell all of the things that I mentioned. I'm actually going to have a rebrand sale very soon. And then the beauty boxes that I have on hand are the wig boxes, the soft lock boxes, the edge box and the essentials box. So those are the ones that are available right now. Yeah, so you can buy those things at www.blackbeautynearyou.com. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see my link tree in my bio. And in that link tree, you can sign up for the newsletter, which will be launching soon. And that's where you will get all updates on what's being sold. And I want to drop tips in there just about being a Black girl at a PWI. And then I'll also be plugging a lot of Black business opportunities, promo codes in there. So you really just gotta stay tuned because it's a
Stay
lot of good
tuned.
things
Stay
coming. I don't want
tuned.
to say
Yes.
too much, but the main two things
Right.
I
are
like it. I
the
like it.
website. The main two things are the website, which is blackbeautynearyou.com, and then the Instagram, which is at Black Beauty Near You. If you find those two places, you'll be able to find everything else. And yeah, that's pretty much my spiel. Like I like to tell people on all of these social media accounts, on the email, it's me. So do not hesitate to DM. Like it's
Right.
literally
Right.
just you can have a conversation. If you see a product, if you want a product that I don't have in stock, we can talk about that. If you just need some advice, we could talk about that. Like it's literally just me behind Black Beauty Near You. So do not hesitate to ask me anything or give any suggestions. I'm very open.
Dope.
Okay. I
Dope, man.
like
There
that.
you have it.
Everybody, listen, y'all
Right.
know exactly where to go. So once again, that's
Right.
www.blackbeautynearyou.com. You can
That's
Mhm.
it.
check her out, Miss Jada Day, on Instagram. And that's also at Black Beauty Near You.
Yes.
Yes. So,
Man.
hey, so some, you want to go into your closing remarks
I,
at this point?
I thought you was gonna go, but I just gonna say that I thought this was a great episode. We were blessed with the lovely Jada Day, and I asked you that question earlier, kind of purposely because I do feel that, as you're this is a young woman right here, this young lady right here, who I can tell you people that are twice her age don't speak with the confidence that she speaks with, don't speak as eloquent as she spoke, don't represent themselves in the manner in which she represented herself. And I feel sometimes, especially older cats, to talk that kind of talk. Listen, we were all young too. I remember when I was young, and they used to hate on me too. They be in my generation too, right? Oh, you guys crazy, this, that, and the third, and we hated that, right? So me personally, I never wanted to be that guy. But more importantly, I see the value. I love young people, and another thing too, if you're in business and you're 40 years and older, you better go get yourself some young people because it's a perfect marriage. We have the credibility, we have the business experience, we have the knowledge and the wisdom. They have the know-how of how to operate and move in this current climate. So boom, it's a perfect marriage. So get off your high horse, start talking about these people instead of talking about them, get with them, have a conversation with them, get
That's
to
right.
know them.
That's
Because you
right.
might meet someone with the $1 million name such as Jada Day. You can be like, Jada Day, you got a Grammy or what's going on here? Or you're gonna be at a PWI, right? And you're gonna
Mhm.
need some products, and you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna think of, hold up, I met Jay today. I can go to Black Beauty near you, and I can go
Yep.
get my thing. And I just want to say that thank you so much for blessing our listeners, our members, and our constituents. But most of all, thank you for blessing us and giving us your time, and I appreciate you.